In this session, we will discuss about some of the structural elements in HTML. Okay, so I hope HTML elements were already discussed, but we will see some of them in what to say. We'll revise them here. Okay, so let me create a file first. Name it as structural elements.html. Yeah. The HTML tag, the head, the body. Okay. So first we'll see one element known as the div. What does this div do? Inside the div, let's say I write something. Welcome to EduPoly. And I save this and I try to run this file in Google Chrome. What do I get here? I am getting something. Welcome to EduPoly. So, but we are not able to see how much space it is occupying. Okay, so just for now what I'll do is I'll apply a border. So don't get confused. I think sir has not discussed what it is called border till now. There's a CSS, but don't get confused. I'm just showing you just to show you how much area it is occupying. Okay, so I'll just write style equal to border 1px solid. Okay, don't think about this, don't worry about this part. Okay, so save it, and if I go to the browser and reload, I get something like this. I get a border. Okay, so we can see here it is occupying the whole width of the display viewport, browser viewport. Okay, that means it is a block level element. Okay, it is a block level element. It is not an inline element because it is occupying the whole width of the viewport. If I have another div after this, let's say div, and here I write learn full stack web development course, and I apply the same style to this div as well. Okay, so what will happen? We can see here we got another one, and it is also having a border like that. Okay, so here also we can see that it has come to the next line. It is not staying on the first line. So that means this div is also a block level element. So that means all divs are block level elements which will occupy the whole width of the viewport, and they are always displayed one after the other, not side by side. Okay, so this div is used for dividing. That div means division. Div are used to divide different parts of a web page. So let's say, let me go to the EduPoly website. Here I can see, can you see this whole box? It is having this border here. Can you see? It is having a border rectangular box. After that, this training corporate bootcamp, this box is starting. Here we have a gap in between the two boxes. So this first box is one div, the second box is one div. Okay, like that. The third box, technologies we offer, this whole thing is another div. Okay, so like that, these all boxes are divs. So to divide the page into different parts, we use divisions. Okay, let me go to some tutorial. Let's say HTML basic. Here also we can see this left hand side. This part is one box, this is one div, this is another div, this is another div, like that these things are divided. Okay, so that is the use of the div element. Div element will be used to divide a web page into different divisions, different parts. Okay, fine. Then after div, let me move on to another element known as lists. Okay, what are lists? Lists are used to, so if you see here, HTML list. So if I go to images, we can see these kind of things. These are known as lists. The upper part, the dotted list, is known as unordered list. The number list is known as the ordered list. Unordered list and ordered list. Okay, so let's see. So for unordered list, we use the UL element. Okay, inside the UL, we have to use the LI. See, this UL must always be there. Okay, UL should always be there. Without the UL, this LI will not work. So, I mean, it will work, but that is not the correct way. Okay, so we have LI. So let me try to create one of the images. So here we have Oracle, Java, HTML, CSS. Okay, let me try to display this. What happens? So here I write Oracle, Java, HTML. One more, let me write CSS. Okay, so what do we have here? First we have this UL element, and inside the UL we have LI. Okay, inside LI, whatever you want to write, you can write. So how does this look like? It looks like this. Okay, here you can see it looks like this. Okay, so this is how unordered list look like. Why it is known as unordered list? Because there is no order here. Okay, the bullet points are just normal bullet points. It is not some numbered points or lettered points. Okay, okay, fine. Now now the other type of list, which are numbered list or lettered list, they are known as ordered list. So how do we write the ordered list? Ordered list is generated using OL. Okay, instead of UL, we'll write OL. Okay, so OL means ordered list. So inside the OL, again same thing will happen. Same LI will be there. There is no change in the LI. Okay, only in the outer part. That is, what is this known as? This is the parent element. OL is the parent element for LI. Okay, so there is only change in the parent element. That is the container. Okay, so how will this look like? This will have 1 2 3 4 by default. Okay, it will always have 1 2 3 4. But in ordered list, we can change the bulleting. That means this numbering. Okay, let me show you. So what we do here is to change the lettering or numbering. Here we have 1 2 3 4 by default. Here in the OL, we have an attribute called type. Okay, this type attribute. See, when I type here, when I write type, it is showing me some options in the suggestions. Can you see? Small a indicates lowercase letters, capital A indicates uppercase letters, small I indicates lowercase Roman numerals, capital I indicates uppercase Roman numerals, and number 1 indicates numbers. That is the default. Okay, so when I don't write anything here, when I don't use the type attribute, it will always start the numbering, that means bulleting from 1. Okay, so when I am not writing anything and when I write 1, that is the same, because 1 is the default value. Even if I don't write 1, it will always be 1. So there is no change here. But the moment I write, instead of 1, if I write capital A, it will start like A, B, C, D instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, then in the same way, if I put here small a, it will be small a, small b, small c, small d. Okay, then in the same way, we have capital I. So capital I will give you capital Roman numeral 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me write one more technology. So we have, let's say, Java. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the same way, instead of capital I, if I write small I, what will happen? It will give me lowercase Roman numerals. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this will go on. Okay, so this is what UL and OL are. Okay, now let's say I am having the default 1. Okay, I am having default type equal to 1, then it will start from 1. That is fine, we already know that. But let's say I don't want to start it from 1. I want to start it from, let's say, 20 or 25. What do we do for that? So for that, we have another attribute known as start. Okay, so I write here start is equal to 25. So save this, go to the browser, reload it. So it is starting from 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, like that. Okay, so again, if I put here, let's say capital I, what will happen? Capital I with 25. So this will start it from Roman numeral 25. Okay, XXV means 25. So 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, like that. In the same way, if I put here small I, so what will happen? It will start from Roman numeral, lowercase Roman numeral 25. Okay. In the same way, if I put here capital A and if I put here 5, what will happen? It is starting from E. E is the fifth letter. A, B, C, D, E. Okay. So E, F, G, H, I. So let's see what will happen. So in alphabets we have 1 to 26, right? Z is the 26. So what will happen if I put here 25 and if I put here type A? So 25 means Y, 26 means Z. Then after that, what will happen? We need to know that also. If I somehow write like this, what will happen? Because this one will be 25. Why? This one will be 26. That is Z for Java. And what will happen to HTML, CSS, Java? Let's see. When I write like this, it is starting from A, B, A, C. Are you getting it? So it will start from A to Z. After Z, it will become A, B, A, C. Okay. After A, B, A, C, it will go up to A, Z. Isn't it? So AZ will be 26 plus 26. How much? 52. So if I write here, instead of 25, if I write 52, then what will happen? So 52 is AZ. So after AZ, it is starting from BA. Okay. So that means A to Z first. It will go from A to Z. Then it will write AA to AZ. Then it is starting BA. It is starting from BA to BZ. Okay. So this way it is going. A to Z, AA to AZ, BA to BZ, CA to CZ, like that. It will keep on going. Okay, fine. Then after all the letters are complete, it will start AAA, okay, AAA to AAZ, like that. Okay, I think that's enough. So that's about ordered lists. Okay, now let's see some another structural element. Oh, we have another list type of list here. We have unordered list, we have ordered list, we have description list as well. Most people ignore that type. So let's see. Uh, what is that? Description list. Yeah. So description list is something like it is a nested structure. It is not like OL and LI. It will be little bit different. Let me show you. It starts with, instead of UL and OL, it will start with DL. Okay, DL, that means description list. Inside DL, so let me show you some example. How does it look like? First thing we need to know that description list, how the output looks like. So see this. We have any other example? Yeah. So this is a description. What is happening here? We are having a list item apple here, but it is also having a description here. It is a fruit. It is good to eat an apple every day. And then we have another list item that is potato, but potato is again having a description of its own. So all the elements, all the list items will have their descriptions by their side. Okay, so this type of lists are known as description list. Okay, let me try to create a description list like that. So inside DL, what we have is, we have something called a DT. In the DT, so in the DT, what will come? Apple, potato, and a rose will come. Okay, and these descriptions will come in another element known as DD. Okay, so I write here in DT, I write apple, and in DD I write a red colored fruit. Okay, then I want to write about orange. So orange, I'll write it in DT orange, and in the DD I'll write orange colored fruit. Okay, then you have another, let's say I want to write about mango. So another DT, in the DT we'll write the mango, and its respective DD will have yellow colored fruit. Okay, save this and let's check the output. Yeah, this is what we got. Okay, apple, orange, and mango are DT, and red colored fruit, orange colored fruit, and yellow colored fruit, these are all DD. Okay, description data. Okay, fine. So this is how lists are displayed. We have the unordered list, we have the ordered list, and also one description list like this. Every element, every list item is having one description. Okay, orange is having this, mango is having. Okay, fine. So after lists, I'll move on to another structural element that is anchors. Anchors means links. The links that we use to go from one page to another page. To navigate from one web page to another page, we use anchors. Okay. So what are anchors? Anchors are nothing but the links that we click on any website. Let's say if I search in Google, Edupoly, just if I search Edupoly in Google, we are getting links. This is the first link, this is the second link, Edupoly YouTube, third link is Edupoly LinkedIn, fourth link is Edupoly Hyderabad Facebook, like that, isn't it? So when I click on the first link, it is going to a page. In the same way, when I click on the second page, second link, YouTube link, it is going to YouTube. Okay. If I click on the third link, editable LinkedIn, it is going to another page, that is LinkedIn. Okay. So this way, these links are helping us to navigate or move from one place to another in the internet. So to display this kind of links, what we use is we use the anchor element. So how does the anchor element look like? It is denoted by A. Okay, it is just a simple A element. Let me show you A and this. So let's say this is link 1. I'll just write like that. So when I save this and go to the browser, what do I get here? I get some text known as link A, but this is not clickable. Even if I put my mouse over it, nothing is happening. If you see these links, when I put my mouse over it, it becomes a hand cursor. The cursor gets changed. It is not an arrow. Now it is arrow. When I put my mouse on the link, it becomes a hand cursor. Okay. So that means it is clickable. So here it is not happening. So for that, what we need to do is we need to add one href attribute. Okay, we need to add one href attribute. So let me write href is equal to nothing. If I don't write anything, what happens? It becomes a link. Can you see? Whenever I add the href attribute, whether you write something here or not, that is a different thing. But the moment you add the href attribute, what will happen? It will be clickable. It is now clickable, but it is not going to anywhere. Okay, let me see something. So what is the URL for Google? If I write Google, so this is the Google homepage, isn't it? So what is the URL here? google.co.in. So if this href I put here, that is known as the href. That is the URL of google.co.in, google.com. I put a link named Google, and in the href I put the URL of Google website. So now what will happen? Now I'll reload this. We can see here we have a blue link. Okay, blue link is there and it is clickable. Okay, so when I click this link, what will happen? When I click on this link, it is taking me to google.co.in. Okay, so anchors, what do anchors do? Anchors help us to move from one page to another. So it is helped us to move from our custom whatever page we created web page to Google website. This way you can create more links. So let's say en.wikipedia.org, and here I can write Wikipedia. Save, go to the browser and reload. We have Wikipedia here. If I click on Wikipedia, oh, so the URL is wrong. So www.wikipedia.org. So I'll just copy this and paste it here. Okay, now it will work. So when I click on Wikipedia now, it is going to Wikipedia website. Okay, so whenever your links are not working, that means your URL is wrong. That is what happened now. Okay, so whenever you are practicing, sir, my link is not working, sir, my link is not working, don't say all these things. What is happening? That means your link, whatever you are typing, that is wrong. Okay, see, when I wrote here en.wikipedia.org, it was not working. So for that, what did I do? I went to Wikipedia website. Here it is written wikipedia.org, but when I click on it and copy it, it gives me some other link. It is not wikipedia.org. When I paste it here, it is giving me https://www.wikipedia.org/. So this is the URL you have to use. Don't just type whatever you see here. Okay. So this may or may not work always. This may not work always. Sometimes it may work, sometimes it may not work. So what you need to do is you should always copy the whole link, whatever is there. Okay. In the same way, we can go for some other website. Let's say, okay, if you see Edupoly website, let me create here Edupoly. So here I can write edupoly.com. Okay. So when I do this, what will happen? When I click on Edupoly, it is not going to anywhere. Why? Because Edupoly website is wrong. But the same website, edupoly.com, if I type in the browser, it will work. Let me show you edupoly.com. It is going to the website, but the URL that you are writing here is not correct. It should have these HTTPS and all those things. Okay, so type edupoly.com. It will come to this page. Then you click on the address bar, and even now it is showing like edupoly.com only. But when you copy this and paste it in your page, you will see that it is something else. It is https://edupoly.com/hash/. Okay, so this is what we need. So that's why be careful while creating the links. Don't just paste anything. You go to that website, copy the link from the address bar, only then use it. Don't write anything on your own. Okay, don't write facebook.com. No, not like that. We write https://facebook.com. Okay, and again one slash. May be there, may not be there, but this part is necessary. Okay, so be careful with that. Okay, fine. Now let's go back to our file. Yeah, so we have Google, Wikipedia, Edupoly, all are working fine. So what I'm doing here, I'm clicking on Google, I'm getting the Google page, and I'm coming back again. I'm seeing my page again. I'm clicking on Wikipedia again. I'm getting the Wikipedia page again. I'm going back again. I'm clicking on Edupoly. I'm getting website. If I want to do something, I'm again going back. Okay, so this going back may become repetitive. It may be what it is called annoying for us. Why? Because when I'm clicking on Google, it is opening the Google page in the same page. It is not opening in a new tab so that I can see my previous page again easily. That's not happening. Okay. So for that, what we can do is we can overcome this problem by using another attribute. After the href attribute, I have an attribute called target. Target equal to underscore blank. Okay, so I'll add this to all the links. Okay, target is equal to underscore blank, and always remember we write the attributes in the starting tag, inside the starting tag, not in other places. Okay, so target is equal to underscore blank. So I've added the target equal to blank attribute to all the links. Now let's see what will happen. So reload this page, and now when I click on Google, it is opening the page in a new tab. Okay, when I click on Wikipedia, it is opening the new tab. So my original page is preserved. It is not getting changed. I don't need to go click on back and go to that page. It is already there. Wikipedia, Edupoly, all the links are opening, but they are opening in new tabs. Okay, our original page is not changed. It is still there in that tab. Okay, original tab is preserved. Okay, this is how we use the target blank to open a page in a new tab. Okay, then what else can be done? Okay, now let me do one thing. On this page, we have very limited things, right? So let me create something here. Let me change the content of this page. Okay, so I'll go to Wikipedia and I'll try to get a topic. Let's say, what do we need? Mm, okay, I'll go to React.js. Let's say. Okay, when I search React.js here, we get a big article. So let me try to use this text to display something in our page. Okay, so I have a heading. In H1, I'll paste this. Then I'll have one paragraph element. Inside the paragraph element, I'll put this part. Okay, then we have another subheading after the P, that is H2. Here I'll put this. So let me write some of these things, but this code will create problem. Okay, I'll not use the code now. Okay, I can do one thing. Let me show you how to display code as well. So after the H2, I have P element. Inside the P, I have this part. Then we have this code, isn't it? So for code, we use the code element. There is a code element. And inside the P only, I have one code element. Inside the code, I can paste. Oh, I didn't copy it. So we have this code part. Okay. Then what we have? Again, we have the P, continuation of P. And we have another piece of code here. Another code element. We have this part. Then we have some text. So let me write as much text as possible. Okay. Then this another piece of code. Okay. Then after this paragraph, we have notable features. This is another heading. So that will be again another H2 after this P. H2. We have this notable features. Then we are having declarative. This is subheading H3. Then we have this text, that is a paragraph. Okay. Then after this paragraph, we have component, that is another subheading, that is H3. H3, we have this text inside one paragraph. Inside the same paragraph, we have to continue with some code. This is the code. So cod code. Okay, code is there. Then we have this paragraph. So the same paragraph is continuing just after the code. I don't need to create another paragraph because already we have one paragraph. So that will continue. Okay. Then we have functional components. Don't get worried. What I'm trying to show you is something different. So this functional component is again inside the notable feature only. So this will be the same H3. So after the P, I'll have another H3 functional components, and then we have the paragraph. So what is the paragraph? This is the paragraph, and along with that we have a piece of code. So code is const greeter. After this paragraph, okay, I think let's see what is the output looking like. If it is very small, then we'll add this part as well. Okay, fine. So I'll save this, go to the browser and reload. So this is small. Okay, I need to add some more part. Okay, and what is happening here? A return hello world. Okay, it is already giving us the output. Can you see? Okay, no problem. That is not a problem for us. It is able to run the code actually. This code return hello world, the React.js code is getting executed here. Okay, no problem. Don't worry about it. What I want to show you is, let me add this. I want to make this page scrollable so that what it is called. I can show you the another use of the anchor tags. Okay. So after this functional component, what we have? We have a React hooks. So this is another H3. H3 is a React hook. Then we have some text. After P, rules of hooks. This is again another subheading that will become H4. So these are the, this is the text for rules of hooks. So we have it here, and then class based component. Okay, I'll put it up to. So this is another H3 actually. H3 class based component. Then we have some text. And then we have one piece of code as well. So this is the code. And the P is ending with this part. So just after the code, I'll place it here. And then after the P, we have the last topic, that is virtual DOM. Okay. So H3. Virtual edit. How did the image come? Virtual DOM. And the paragraph contains little bit of text. That's it. Okay. Fine. Now let's see how is our page looking like in the browser. So when I reload my page, I'm getting this, and this page is scrollable. Can you see? It is scrollable. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me make this page more long just by copying some of the code. So let's say I have this paragraph. I'll make this 2 times. Okay. 3 times maybe, or maybe 4 times. Yeah. What happened? Okay, didn't save it. Yeah. So React JavaScript library is here. Basic usage is here. Okay. Then functional component is here. React hook is here. So like that, virtual DOM is here. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to have links for the subheadings. That is, we have a React. I want one React link. I want one basic usage link. I want one, let's say virtual DOM link. So when I click on virtual DOM, it should scroll down to virtual DOM. Okay. When I click on basic usage, so let's say I will have basic usage link at the bottom. So if I click on basic usage, it should scroll up to basic usage. How to create such kind of things? So for that, first thing we will do is we'll add some IDs. Okay. We'll add some IDs to these elements where we want it. So let's say ID is equal to, so this will, I will name it as heading. This is the main heading, right? Then what we have after h1, we have basic usage. So here I'll add one ID as basic. Okay. Then another link I want. Let me check in the page how it is looking. Basic usage is there. Notable features is not getting scrolled. Okay. So React hooks and virtual DOM. I'll for React hooks and virtual DOM, I'll create two more links. So where is the React hooks? Yeah, this one. So ID is equal to hooks and virtual DOM. So virtual DOM also I'll create one ID called VD. VD means virtual DOM. So I'll make it VD. Okay, fine. We have added the IDs. Now we have to create the links. Okay. So at the top, what I'll do is at the top, I'll not create a React and basic users. At the top, I'll create React hooks and virtual DOM links. Just see. So at the beginning, I'll create two links. One is what was it? A React hooks. So a React hooks and another link is, what is it? Virtual DOM. Oh, sorry. Virtual DOM. Okay, and two more links we'll have at the bottom. That is for the first parts. That is a React and basic uses. Or maybe I'll name it as move to top. One link I'll create, that is move to main heading. What is main heading? Move to main heading means when I'm at the bottom, if I click on move to main heading, it should scroll back to the React part. Okay, it should move to the top. And another one is basic usage. Okay, that will be at the bottom. Basic usage. Okay, so these two links will be at the bottom. Just see. So we have two links at the top. One is React hooks, another is virtual DOM. So when I click on React hooks, it should automatically scroll down to React hooks. When I click on virtual DOM, it should automatically scroll down to virtual DOM. And one at the bottom, I have two links. Move to main heading. When I click on move to main heading, it should go to React JavaScript library. And when I click on basic usage, it should scroll up to basic usage. Okay. Now let's see how to do that. We already have the IDs, isn't it? So what is the first link we have? The first link is React hooks. What is the ID for React hooks? For React hooks, the ID is hooks, isn't it? So what I'll do is here in the href, I'll add hash hooks. Okay. For virtual DOM, what is the ID? For virtual DOM, the ID is VD. So I'll add there hash VD. Okay. In the same way, here we have two links. Move to main heading. What is main heading? Main heading means React. So for React, what is the main ID? ID is heading. So I have to use hash heading. Hash heading. Okay, and for basic uses, what is the ID? For basic uses, it is basic. So I'll put here as basic. So it is telling it to, when I click on this link, it is telling the browser, please go to the basic usage part. Okay, so save this. Hey, what happened? Yeah, save this, go to the browser and reload. Now see, I'm at the top. So I'll click on React hooks. It is going to React hooks part. Okay, clicking on virtual DOM is going to virtual DOM part. Now when I'm at the bottom, when I click on basic uses, it is going to basic uses part. Can you see? Even if content is there, but when I click on basic uses, it is scrolling to basic uses part. Now when I click on move to main heading, it is going to the top. Okay, like that you can navigate inside a page, inside a single page. If you want navigation, you can use these kind of ID and hash structure. Okay, this approach is used to navigate within a page, within a single page. Okay, so when you have very long pages, so if you go to this page, what is this page? This page is very long, so they have created these side links. So when I click on a React hooks, it is going to React hooks, isn't it? When I click on virtual DOM, see here, I'm at the top. When I click on virtual DOM, it is going to virtual DOM. You can see here. When I click on basic uses or top, so here we have one called top. Top is going to top. Basic uses is showing me basic uses. Notable features is showing me notable features. Declarative is showing me declarative. Components, like that. It is going to that part of the page like this. All these links are nothing but what I used here. Okay, if you inspect this thing, you will get here. Okay, they are not using anchor tags here, but this is how you can do all these things. Okay, so that is within page navigation. Fine. So anchor tags are over. Now let's go to another element, another structure element, that is the table element. Okay, so in the table element, what will happen? To create tables. So how do we create tables? HTML tables. How do they look like? They look like this. Okay, so let us try to create this table. Person, age, Chris, Dennis, Sarah, Karen, all these age are things are there. Okay, so how do we create this? So for that we need the table element, and in a table we know that everything is in this table. We can see that person, age, Chris 38. So these are all rows. Table, in a table, contents are arranged in rows. Okay, this is one row, first row. This is second row, Chris 38. Third row is Dennis 45. Fourth row is Sarah 29. Karen 47 is fifth row. Okay, so for that we need to create table rows as well. So first thing is I'll create the table element. Inside the table element, I'll create table row using tr. Inside the first tr, what do we have? Inside the first tr, I have person and age. Okay, so this person and age I have to create inside the first tr. So they are known as table data. So how many table data are there? We have two table data, person and age, in the first row. Okay, so what I have to do, I have to create one td. Here I will write person, and another td I will create, that is the age. Okay, first tr is complete, person and age. Now second tr means second table row. Second table row contains Chris and 38. Okay, so I have to create the Chris and 38 here. So what are those? They are known as td. So first td is Chris, and second td is 38 in the second row. You can see here, this is first row where we have person and age. This is second row where we have Chris and 38. Now we'll move on to the third row, TR, again TR. Inside the third TR, what we have is Dennis and 45. Third row, we have Dennis and 45. So I have to create here one TD where I will write Dennis, another TD where I will write 45. So third row is complete. Now fourth row. What is fourth row? Sarah 29. So I have Sarah and 29. Okay. So this is fourth row. Now I need the fifth row. So in the fifth row, what is there? Fifth row we have Karen and 47. Okay. So first TD is Karen. And the age is 47. Okay. So now if you save this and go to the browser, let's see, is it looking like a table? First, let's see what is the output. So I go to the browser and reload the page. So I got here person age Chris 38, Dennis 45, Sarah 29, Karen 47. The data whatever we entered is coming, but it is not looking like a table. Okay, so what do we do for that? That means it is actually arranged in a tabular form, but it is not having the borders. That's why it is looking like this. So what do I do is I put a border attribute here, border equal to 1. Okay, save this, go to the browser and reload. I get a table. Can you see? I have got one table. Okay, so the table is working totally fine. Now the thing is, it may not look exactly like this table, whatever we wanted, because this is not a HTML table. This is an HTML table. You can see it looks like this. It is having some thick border. These are HTML tables. Okay, it is having thick borders. This can be removed and made. The table can be made like this also, but that you will learn in CSS, because that will be too much here. If I apply here style equal to border collapse is collapse. If I apply this style, what will happen? Our table will have a single border like this. Okay, but that you will learn in CSS, so I don't want to force you here. Okay, we'll see that later when we work on CSS. Okay, fine. So we are able to create tables. Now what about these kind of table? How to create this kind of table where it is very complex? Let's say first line is okay, first row is okay, but second row it is having some issues. Can you see? Second, just give me 1 second. Okay, so to create this kind of table, we need to add some more properties to the table. That means some more attributes to the table. They are known as row span and col span. Okay, row span and column span. So they are known as row span, col span. So this using row span and col span, we can create this kind of table structure. Okay, let's see how to do this. So first what I'll do is I'll try to create this table. Okay, so now let us modify the existing table what we had here. So I'll remove all these things. So in the first row How many TD I want? I want 3 TD, column 1, column 2, column 3. Three things are written here in the first row. We actually, how many rows we have? First row, second row, third row is also there, fourth row is also there, but it looks like that. But while creating, we need to be careful. Let's see. So first row, we don't have any problem. Directly we can put here 3 TDs. So first TD, what it is written? Column 1. Column 1. So second one is column 2. Third one is column 3. Okay, that is fine. But for the second TR, there is a problem. What is the problem? We have a row 1 cell 1 here that is occupying 2 spaces. Can you see? It is not on one row. It is taking the space of the second row also, isn't it? It is not only occupying these first row was everything was okay. This cell was taking the height of the first row only. This is also taking first row only. This is also first row only. But row 1 cell 1, this box is taking the height of first second row as well as the third row. Okay, so what I'll do here is in the TR, this will be TD only. So TD, and in the TD, what I'll do, row 1 cell 1. Okay, so it is occupying 2 row spaces, isn't it? So I'll write here row span is equal to 2. Okay, it is because it is taking 2 row span, 2 row spaces, isn't it? Row 1 cell 1. Then row, what about row 2, row 1 cell 2? It is not occupying more than one row. It is the normal size only. So what I'll do here is after the first TD, I'll have another TD which is row 1 cell 2. Row 1 cell 2. And I'll not add any row span here because it is not occupying more than one row. It is taking only the space it wants. Okay, so that is fine. For the third one also it is fine. Row 1 cell 3. So that will also come just after this. Row 1 cell 3. Fine. So our second row is over. Now we have to go to the third row. This is the third row. So what will happen here? According to the whole table, this is third row, but if you see from here, it is second row. So here, what will happen? In this row, I will not have the first element because there is no first element. First element is already from the previous one. So here I had 3 TD for the first row. Second row also 3 TD. What are the 3 TDs? Row 1 cell 1, row 1 cell 2, row 1 cell 3. But for the row 2, we will not have 3 TD. We will have 2 TD. Row 2 cell 2 and row 2 cell 3. Okay. So let me write that. TD row 2 cell 3 cell 2 and row 2 cell 3. Okay, so this TR is not having 3 TDs, only 2. And what about the third one? What is happening in the third row? In the last TR, you're having only one cell which is not which is occupying one row height, that is okay, but it is occupying 3 column space. First column, second column, third column. It is taking 3 column space. So we have to add here, and only one TD will be there. Here we had 3 TD, here we had 3 TD, here 2 TD, here only 1 TD, but it is having call span of 3. Column span, it is taking 3 column spaces. All the 3 spaces it is taking. So I have to write here TD row 3 cell 1, right? Row 3 cell 1, and I'll write here call span equal to 3. Okay, now save this, go to the browser and reload. See, I got the same output what I wanted. See here, this is the table, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 1, column 2, column 3. So row 1 cell 1 is occupying 2 rows, so that's why I applied row span equal to 2. Then row 3 cell 1 was taking 3 column space, not row space. Row space is still 1, but column space is 3 for this box. So I applied call span equal to 3. and it occupied the 3 column spaces. So this is how advanced tables are created. Okay, so your task will be to, after the end of this class, you have to try to create these kind of tables. Okay, here you have to apply call span, row span, all those things. Okay, then we have timetable. This also you can apply call span, row span. Then what else? Here also, this is a simple one. Here also you can apply. So these 3 tables try to create. This average, red eye, one is there. Then we have one timetable. Then we have